Hi folks. In the African nation, Sudan, specifically South Sudan, that nation, there's a terrible war taking place there. A whole lot of people are being massacred and murdered in this war. So the United Nations sent in some peacekeepers. And these peacekeeping troops come from member nations, 3 of which happen to be these here United States of America, our good friends and allies in South Korea, and our good friends and allies in Japan. The 3 nations, among others, have troops there. Well, the South Korean government did something stupid. That's what they did, kids. They did something stupid. They sent their military into this volatile region where there's a war taking place with only enough ammunition that they can carry for themselves. Huh? So, as a result, the South Korean military in the South Sudan, they made an appeal to the UN to please provide their troops with additional ammunition. Now, the caliber of ammunition that they required was also the same caliber that the United States and the Japanese forces have. But there was a big difference. The United States and the Japanese forces, their government sent them there with a whole lot of bullets, a whole lot of ammunition, more than they can carry. That's what a government does when it sends its military into a dangerous region. Well, so the Japanese said, okay, we'll give you the bullets. They gave 10,000 bullets to the South Koreans. It went to the UN, and from the UN it went to the South Korean troops. And when the people in South Korea, some of the people are complaining, hey, what do you mean we take bullets from the Japanese? That's disgusting. Those people in South Korea who are complaining about it, you're nuts. You're a lunatic. The news media in South Korea is fit to be tied because of this. They are blaming the Japanese for everything. You're looking to build up your military and you gave us those bullets as an excuse to do that. Are you some kind of stupid? Japan doesn't need you or an excuse to build up their military. The Japanese military is the sole concern of the people of Japan and the government. They were building it up because they want to, not because they gave you 10,000 bullets. One of the newspapers in South Korea made a statement to the effect, you gave the bullets, that was insensitive to your neighbors. What kind of sense does that make? I'll have a link to 3 articles from South Korean news organizations in the description. Only one of them makes sense. And this one is blaming the South Korean government. Telling them, what are you, pretty stupid? Sending troops out there without proper supplies? So they're not blaming the Japanese. Where else? The other news media and a lot of people in South Korea, they're blaming the Japanese for giving their troops the bullets to protect themselves. Do you understand what happened here? Somebody's drowning. You throw them a lifesaver to save them, and then you're going to curse the person for sending you the lifesaver? That's in essence what happened here. There are some people in South Korea that you have more hate for the Japanese, and it's rather evident and disgusting, than you do for the lunatics to the north of you who recently sent you a fax telling them they're going to annihilate you. But the 10,000 bullets to defend your troops, that bothers you. They're going to use it as an excuse to build up their military. They don't need an excuse. They'll do with their military what they like without any excuses. Get lost. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation. You happen to be in Dick God. Please, please bless the land of the rising sun, Nyankoku, for being surrounded, well, I shouldn't say surrounded, for having a so-called ally where a lot of people on that peninsula are absolutely crazy. I didn't say all Koreans, so stop the hate. I'm getting enough of it as it is from that peninsula. I only say those dopes who take offense to Japan assisting your military so your military doesn't get its head blown off. See you.